All right, Lazarus version 2.010 and RayLib bindings for Lazarus 3.5. And I have this little program here that shows how to load RGB and RGB arrays into a texture. So let's just run this and take a look at what it does. And it's appearing off screen here. And here we go. It's a plane, but as you can tell, there's no transparency. So you see the black portions. I'm going to change this and load up a different image. And I'm going to do this right here. And let's save and run again. And I made a little mistake. I need to change this to tell it to our image is RGBA with an alpha channel. So let's run that again. And if we take a look, we have a little plane now and no extra black borders or anything. And one final change. Let's go. So this is another image of a plane, and also this has the transparency, but in a different way. So let me just demonstrate how we're creating these images. So here's our three planes basically, starting from the last one. And this is the one we saw the excess border, basically the black square surrounding it. And this is the red plane. But you can see here there's fuchsia as the bordering colors, but you don't see that in the actual image. And that's because when we export this, if we select the right format, and I'll click here to show you. So when we're exporting this, if we select RGBA Fuchsia, it tells the program to make the alpha level 0 so it becomes transparent. And the reason for this is many stock images do this already. So if you download some kind of game pack or image pack, it will have fuchsia as the transparent image. So rather than having you convert all this, I just decided to put an option in here. If you do get an image with that, then you change it. If the fuchsia is slightly off in terms of RGB values, it should be 255 for red, green should be 0, and blue should be 255. So as long as they have those RGB values, it'll be transparent. The other option we have for transparent is just to use the color index 0. So if we hover around here, we can see that 0 is this. And if we check our export options, we can see that index 0. So this tells it, wherever you find color index 0, make that transparent. And now transparent 0 doesn't have to be black. We can change this to a different color. No, I changed the wrong color. It should be this one. And so now if we export this again, let me just go through the process, export. And I'm going to override the previous image. And I'm going to come back to the compiler. You'll notice that it tells us that, yeah, the image has changed. Yeah, let's reload it because we want the latest changes. Now you can see that it's just a bunch of data, but it really means it describes the image in red, green, blue, and alpha channels. So it takes 4 bytes basically to define a pixel. And the ones without the alpha channel, 3 bytes. But let's run this. And let me make sure I'm selecting the right plane, image 19. And if we go back to our compiler, image 19. Okay, so let's do that again. And so it's still transparent even though we changed color index 0 to a different color than black. It still works because it considers index 0 transparent. Okay, let's go back and let's say we do want to use black in the image. So we want to use index 0 for transparent, but we want to use black. Let me change this to black. And let's draw some pixels right here. Let's change these gray into black. And let's change this back to black and see what happens. Yes, reload. And it's kind of hard to see, but the let me just see if we can blow this up a bit. So we can see that it's showing the black, but these black portions are not transparent. Otherwise, we'd be able to see through the background and we would be able to see blue. But the index 0 black, it's transparent. So that's the differences between the three different types of shapes we can create. And now some of you might be wondering, why do this? Why not just load a PNG file or another formatted JPEG into the texture or image without going through all this trouble? Well, the main advantage is you can pack this into your exe. So whatever I've included here that gets used will be part of the exe. I don't have to distribute separate files. It's included in my exe file. There's probably other options, but you choose. This is another option for you to decide if this is the way to go. So for some smaller games, I think you can pack everything into a single exe, and that way you don't have to worry about distributing different kinds of files. So a single exe, zip it up, and you're done. And I think that's all I wanted to show. And there is an option to export it to C as well. So if you're a C programmer, I don't have a demo program, but I'll put this demo program on GitHub. There'll be links in the description. When I get some time, I'll work on the C version. But basically, if you know C, this is the only function you basically need to recreate. And everything else is pretty much line by line conversion with the RayLib commands. Anyway, that's all I got for today. I just wanted to show that in case you did want to use RayLib and Raster Master to create your images. And so that's how you do it.